Alright, well, I wanted to make this video about why I quit playing Fortnite Save the World, and the reason why I decided to make this video is because I wanted to explain not only why I quit playing Fortnite Save the World, but I also wanted to explain why the main focus of my YouTube channel changed. And so, first, before I talk about why I quit playing Fortnite Save the World, I want to talk about how I got into the game. Now, I like zombie games. And so, when I was informed that Fortnite had a campaign game mode, and that campaign game mode involved these things called husks that are humanoid-like creatures that behave similar to zombies, that got me interested in the game. But I had decided that I was going to wait till it was on sale to buy it. However, I had actually not bought my first copy of it. Somebody had gotten a copy of it for me by gifting it to me. And so I had started playing it because of that. And if I remember correctly, I think I actually started playing it near the end of 2019. In fact, I think I might have actually started playing it during the last week of 2019, because I remember back then there was actually a Christmas event in which you could actually use your in-game currency to purchase V-Bucks. Of course, I didn't really get to take much advantage of that because I was so new to the game back then that I wasn't really able to do that. But anyways, I had started playing it, and at first I was playing it mainly for the V-Bucks, for Battle Royale, and I was just slowly here and there getting into the story of it and getting into the gameplay of it. And so it actually took me a while to be able to get much into it. And so over time, I was able to get more interest in Save the World and have less interest in the Battle Royale mode. And eventually, at some point, I quit trying to grind the Battle Royale seasons, which was fairly early on because I had a lot of difficulties with the game, and I had mainly played it for social reasons, and by that I mean because of social pressures to try and keep up with Fortnite Battle Royale because of so many of my friends were playing it at the time. And so I eventually started dedicating the majority of my time on Fortnite to Save the World, and I made my way up, got from Stonewood to Plankerton, Plankerton to Canny Valley, Canny Valley to Twine Peaks. And so I had met a friend. I'm going to call him Chimp. That's not really his full gamer tag. That's just a part of it. But anyways, I met Chimp in a mission on Save the World. And me and him, we had a lot of great memories together. He taught me a lot of things about the game. I taught him some things about the game. We played it a lot together. We played it for I think a couple of years. And so Now that I think about it, I I don't know if that date that I mentioned, like the year, I don't know if end of 2019 was actually accurate, because at the moment, I don't really remember what year Fortnite Save the World was publicly available for purchase. So, anyways, even if it wasn't in 2019, whatever year that Fortnite Save the World was first available for purchase to the public, that near the end of that year, during the last week, was when I started playing, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it had to have been because of me being able to see those V-Bucks available for purchase with the Save the World Gold, which was the currency that Save the World used and probably still uses for their main shop. Anyways, back to what I was saying about my friend Champ. Me and him, we learned a lot together. We eventually had played other games together, such as Uno and Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight. And there were probably more that I'm forgetting about. But anyways, we played more than just Fortnite Save the World together. And so we had a lot of fun with those different games that we played together. And what I learned from him helped me to develop my creativity when it came to working things out like a puzzle and building things. And it helped me to be more aware of my surroundings and also to be able to use environmental factors to my advantage in video games. And so eventually, when in 2020 Epic Games made an announcement that the main story of Save the World was complete from their viewpoint, and that they were ending early access, and then eventually they did the 8K V-Bucks thing for whoever had owned the Ultimate Founders Pack, which I did, and so did my friend Chemp. But anyways, me and him, we had really gotten into the story of the game, and we were really looking forward to there being a Twine Peaks story, and to find that out, well, after that had happened, plus all the bugs that were going on, we had decided that it was time for us to quit playing the game, because the game was, over time, becoming less enjoyable because of the game-breaking bugs that Epic Games was not fixing, but also the announcement of, in the viewpoint of Epic Games, that the story was complete. That announcement really made us feel like we weren't going to get what we wanted to get out of the game anymore, because we had already had to wait so long just for the Canny Valley story, and then when it finally got there, the story didn't really seem to do much other than hint towards an origin story for the Husk, and it didn't actually give us that origin story, it just hinted towards it, but also it introduced a bunch of interesting characters, and then they decided not to continue off of that, and that really disappointed me, And then I noticed that the player base was getting smaller for Fortnite Save the World, and a lot of YouTubers were quitting. And so that, combined with the stresses of the pandemic, really wasn't helping me and my friend. And so we had decided to quit playing the game. And once we quit playing the game, he eventually lost interest in playing a lot of video games, and so he took a lot of time away from playing video games for the most part so that he could pursue other things in his life. And I've still got to talk to him occasionally, but we just haven't gotten to really hang out like we used to be able to online. And so Fortnite Save the World, with what happened to it in 2020, it really affected me a lot, and it was difficult for me to move on. I felt really sad that I had to go through that after having spent all the time and money I did on the game, and it was hard for me to move on. But eventually I was able to move on. I was able to reflect on the things I learned from it and on the good memories that I have and the friendship that I made. And I was able to move on to playing Warframe, and I was able to spend more time in Warframe and get more enjoyment out of that as a result of moving away from Fortnite Save the World. And so now I think that was a good thing, and it was also a good thing that I had taken a hiatus away from YouTube, because that made it easier, because originally I had planned to make a lot more videos about Fortnite Save the World, and because of the upload issues I was having with Upload Studio and me taking my hiatus away from YouTube for a while, I was able to make that event of me quitting Fortnite Save the World not as bad, because I wasn't thinking about the YouTube side of things. And so I had to, pretty much for the first time, deal with trying to find meaning again and playing video games. I had to find meaning again. I had to find a new main focus. I had to find a new special interest. And that was very difficult for me and very stressful, but luckily I had something to go to, which was Warframe, because I had already started playing it. I just wasn't playing it that much because I was dedicating a lot of my time to Fortnite Save the World. And so at some point, I had done my 10th Twine Peak Storm Shield. I had soloed it, and I did certain things involving events in Fortnite Save the World because I wanted to hold on to what little bit of story I had left. And eventually I just forgot about it and kept playing Warframe, and eventually I deleted Fortnite because I didn't want to play it anymore, and so I didn't feel like it was worth it for me to continue playing for those events, because I wanted the main story, I wanted origin stories, I pretty much wanted there to be a return of Dr. Venderman and the origin stories of how the husks came into existence, pretty much. I wanted those things to be revealed, and because Epic Games made it clear that we were not going to be provided with that, I decided that I didn't want to stick around. I don't even know if I already said this or not in this video. I don't even know what I've already said in the video. I can't even remember whether I've repeated things too much in this video or not, because I had previous attempts at making this video, and I don't know if it was impulse control or what exactly happened, but I remembered I had cut those videos short and deleted them and started another attempt, and now I feel like it is too late at night and I am way too far in this video to quit now, so I am trying to continue, but luckily my brain is able to keep giving me words so that I can continue speaking and not have too long of pauses, and I hope that by me continuing to have these words to come out of my mouth that I am not being annoying, because I know that I'm annoying myself, because it is going to dry out my mouth, and I can already feel my throat starting to hurt from talking so much, because I am not used to talking this much without stopping. But anyways, hopefully I can wrap this video up and end it soon and not have to deal with this stuff, because I need to get to bed and get some rest, because I had a doctor's appointment earlier today and that was very stressful, and then I had to talk to my mom about some health related things and that was stressful, and then I had some other things going on, and I am just really tired and hoping to get finished with this video. And I know I'm getting off topic here, but like, I really don't feel that well. I mean, I don't feel absolutely terrible, but my back is hurting right now, and the angle that I have my back bent at while I'm sitting in my gaming chair right now is not making me feel so great, so I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to cope with it at this point. That's why I'm talking about it in this video. Trying to get back to the main topic, I remember now that I have notes to help me with that. I have noticed that there are people that still make Save the World videos to this day. I don't really watch them. I don't really want to watch them, not only because they're not the same people that I was used to making videos back then, but also I don't play the game, so I don't really feel like I have reasons to watch them. I figured if I wanted to actually look into things that were added to Save the World after I'd quit playing, that either I would go inside the game myself to check it out, or I would maybe watch some videos about it, but right now I don't really feel like doing that. Maybe I'll do it at some point, I don't know. But anyways, then eventually I found out about creative mode and Save the World modes being added to some menu in Battle Royale. That doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. I mean, I don't even really play the game anymore, so there's that. But anyways, I just know that I didn't just quit playing Save the World because of my friend quit playing it, and I didn't just quit playing it because of Epic Games' announcement in 2020. I also quit playing it because of a lot of bugs in it, and also the trap schematics not performing as well as I would have liked them to, because they got nerfed majorly, but also with how many I had to use for them to actually allow me to do a lot of those higher difficulty missions solo, I had to use so much resources, and even then it was very risky and I would fail sometimes, and that would make me feel like hours of work went down the drain, and it just did not seem worth it anymore. And it was hard for me to find groups of people that were reliable enough for me to really get to do the things I wanted to in the game, and it just didn't seem worth my time anymore. but I had held on to it for a long time because it was hard for me to let go because it was my special interest. But anyways, the point is, there were so many things that went wrong that had been going on for a long time. I tried to stay probably way longer than I should have because it was hard for me to let it go. Eventually, I was able to move on. I was able to reflect on the nice memories I had. And here I am today, trying to make do with what I have and enjoying my time playing Warframe. So yeah, that's it for this video. Peace.